So guys, welcome. Welcome. We are now in the finals, game number 3 on GSL Crevasse. Saphri just got completely all into every single SUV that his Terran opponent Dile could have sent, was sent for a very aggressive 2-racks, and it ended up being enough. Saphri might have actually been able to hold on, but with bunker or something, I don't think he wanted to deal with it. He likes the macro. He likes the macro CVT. He is so strong with this. Yesterday on this exact map, this okay, Juice, I'm not going to be answering this in the middle of the game. Sorry. Now, Saphri is going to go ahead and continue to play. He's very strong in macro ZVT. Yesterday, he actually defeated a Grandmaster TQYSexy on this map. There was a couple issues with misclicking happening from TQYSexy in the game, but still, it was impressive play. Great arm positionings, using his Zerglings, Banelings, and Mutas to maximum effectiveness. It is really impressive. We'll see what's going to do in this game. Probably going to go for an economic opener, maybe even a hatchery first to emphasize the economy that he wants to go for. So Dile's going for a good wall. We'll see if he's going to utilize this map. Now, actually talk about the map as opposed to what Saphri might be able to do on it. There is a backdoor natural expansion, completely inaccessible to ground units except through the main base. 6 mineral patches, 1 Vespene geyser. It is very easily defendable because the only difference, only way to get into it is through this ramp. But you have an option for a greedy natural expansion that has all of these minerals and these 2 Vespene geysers for a full income. But it's very open. You have access to hitting it with this this ramp over on the right, and you can break down these destructible debris on the left, or these are destructible rocks. I'm talking too fast. I need to slow down. And these destructible rocks that are there, I'm just flustered from my misclick as an observer and the guy making the map and all that. I still feel so bad about that. But now Saphri has his hatchery over here in his backdoor defensible expansion, and now that I've calmed down and not been like, oh dear god, I screwed up, we're going to watch as the spawning pool and extractor get thrown down. So Saphri's playing for the economy. He's definitely going to be safe from 2-raxing, although actually he's not, as Dile 2-raxed. Okay, so Dile's 2-raxing. He's going to go ahead and scout with this SUV and find where Saphri's going to be. Saphri should be safe. This is a very long rush since he'll be able to have a lot of time to get out spine crawlers and Zerglings. There's a spawning pool about to complete. There is done. We'll see how aggressive this 2-rax is going to be. But there's the complete wall off with the supply depot down there. Looking at the back of the main base, you do see no gas geysers and a 3rd rax going down. So Dile, instead of 2-raxing, he could be 3-raxing or maybe even more raxing. There are builds like a 6-rax that do leave for a lot of marine aggression, but there are lings out. This should clue Dile into the fact that he can't do a ton of damage. So to go and pop up and see the creep, I believe. Yes, he saw the creep. He knows the base is up there. He knows it's completed. So he knows that's normal play from Saphri. He's got to feel comfortable that he took the less greedy expansion, but he could also be uncomfortable because of the fact that he would want to hit this open expansion. It's a double-edged sword. Less economy for Saphri, but safer economy. And there's, oh guys, to be, okay, command center. So we already see Dile going for a command center and 3-rax opener, so we can go for a lot of Marines. It seems very fast expansion. He could have even command centered first. We have seen 14, 15 CCs, Nexuses, and hatcheries all on this map. It is very good for that. We see Saphri playing it much safer than the last game, getting a lot of lings out in front to deal with all of this. Alright, so now Dile has all of these Marines out in the front. We do see these barracks over there. Supply depot is lowered, so you can reinforce, but then just try and push these lings back. Metabolic boost is actually about to finish. With metabolic boost, these lings could take out this force of Marines, assuming it gets good position and Dile doesn't micro well. So you do see a lot of drones in production. We can see that I have 22 drones to 18 SCVs. A little bit of a low account for both players, but Saphri's just making sure not to die to anything stupid. He is definitely a strong player, and he knows this. He's going to utilize his strength of the macro game and try and force Dile to either be passive or be contained. You can see that these links are running around and take out a few of these Marines. Wow, doing a fair bit of damage. Very nice. Abe, you can go ahead and zanderfeverSC@gmail.com. Alright. So that's going to be a way so you can go ahead and get lessons if you want. I do enjoy doing those, so that is definitely fun. We are watching Saphri going to go ahead and continue to drone up to a very high degree. I have the unit tab open, 30 to 22. You see the income is in favor of Saphri. He does have that better distribution, and he's continuing to get out even more drones. Command Center is just now taking the backdoor natural for Dile. This will be very, very solid to get out that extra little bit of income that he needs, because he is behind in the macro, and he should know this by now. I'm surprised he's not transferring SCVs at the moment. He has a very awkward wall. This is incredibly vulnerable. Once Saphri gets mutas out, then these are going to be prime targets if there are missile turrets out here at the mineral lines for both of these players. Definitely waiting for that. We can go ahead and see that the layer has completed. Spailing Nest is up, Spire is going down, and centrifugal hooks could also be researched once there is the gas count to grab it. It should pop out fairly soon, but it doesn't have the minerals for it now that he does have the gas. Waiting on the third base for Saphri as well. He's working on spreading his creep. You see the creep tumor is out there, and scouting this attack again with the pure Marines from Dile, waiting on those bangings to happen. We can see 820 Zerglings about to pop out, 16, 14, and they are just so close to getting there. A couple of them should probably be morphing into Banelings soon. I'm going to go ahead and be expecting that. There is the Baneling morphage. These disruptive breeds are going to have to be taken out by Dile before he moves up the ramp, because this is going to be beautiful for Banelings to take advantage of. You can go ahead and see that centrifugal hooks has been started to be researched. Spire is not out yet. It is only halfway completed, but oh, these Marines are pulling back. This is going to be good for Dile, because he would not be able to take those units out. See these units pushing out. Dile might not have seen that, though. Could go ahead, scout the factory, and actually want to push out because he didn't see anything. You can also assume that Saphri is going to be the aggressor. The Overlord does go ahead and fall, and again with these supply depots, he might be assuming this is good for dealing with Banelings, but this is going to be very vulnerable. This is a huge amount of supply that's been dedicated for tanking destructive blows from acid green explosions. That's not exactly good. Banelings do 80 damage per buildings, and to hit this will be huge, and Dile doesn't even have all of them raised. So Saphri could just target the ones in the back and decimate the ones everyone up around them, but we are seeing Dile moving out. Saphri, though, has a lot of links in position to... Whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. So it looks like you can't look at the window, but they're seeing all those Banelings going to go and get, and they're actually going to be able to get huge explosions. Oh my god, that is terrible for Dile. That is oh my god, that was a massacre. There's no time for those Marines to go ahead and kill everything. But now we're seeing all these guys going to start getting attacked, but we're going to pop out in time to force those links back. SCVs are there too, ready to actually defend with some repairing, but the Charlotte Rocks are getting targeted by Saphri, allowing Dile to go ahead and hit some of those guys. Wow. Alright, so we are seeing the engineering bay getting out the +1, which is really late. Having a lack of upgrades from his Marines is definitely going to hurt. Saphri is going to have to deal with this drop that's actually about to happen as well. We can see he's got expansions up. Hatchery just finished during that attack and getting his 4th up. This is the macro explosion that Saphri likes. He gets safe early game, destroys the the army of his Terran opponent, and then macros up, gets mutas, contains, harasses. It is very powerful. With his Spire out, you do see that there are actually 9 mutas on the field that he did manage to get out somewhere. No matter where, there they are. They are harassing this backdoor expansion. Again, he just likes to use mutas and just destroy Marines. He's feeling comfortable enough with his army control and everything that he does not have any qualms about attacking with his mutas. He's actually going to take out this refinery and a few SCVs as well. I'm going to have to deal with the Marines coming in, but they are not good. Do they actually have stim? They do have stim. Okay, good. For a second I thought they actually might not have. But here we are. Saphri is once again going to go ahead and start hitting this refinery. So it's going to be pretty cool. So there are these, they're not going to do too much. There's enough Marines there to deal with this accordingly, but the drop looks to seem like it's about to have hit. Yep, there it is, taking out a lot of those drones, and they're going to be picked up after picking off that queen. But Saphri, oh there, the drones actually managed to escape. But with this medevac, going to have to try and lower those units. They're on top of, oh no, you can't do that. You cannot lower directly on top of those links. It is asking for those, yeah, those Marines die. What you can do is drop on top of the Banelings to soak Baneling hits. That might be what Dile is trying to doing. But it's failing horribly. Oh god, my death's happening. Oh no. Alright, Factory is getting a good scout, and seeing this expansion is up. Or actually, no, it actually does not see the expansion, it sees the spread of that creep. So now, one missile turret, really Dile cannot afford to spend much more. He's still being contained. That is huge. That's exactly what Saphri wants. He's playing into Saphri's hands. Saphri's macro is very strong. You can see already that these units are even not taken out in this factory. With medivacs on the field, stimming will not be too expensive for these guys. You see Dile stimming a single Marine to go ahead and scout and get control of his watchtower. And that, Zerg is a very unfortunate death, like this factory is going to be having as soon as it burns down. Muta's gonna go there, and seeing this push, those buildings not all of them are gonna finish in time. Some of them do complete, others die, but they're gonna go ahead and engage up and decimate every single one of those units. You can see, lifting up on some of those guys, but in the very weakened medevac, and it goes down. That is huge. Saphri has more than doubled, almost tripled the food count of Dile right now. He is playing so solidly. Alright, so you see the factory actually managed to come back alive. Luckily for Dile, it's not burning down. But Saphri, he can just decimate the small marine force. There is centrifugal bandits are going to go ahead and try and, but good micro targeting them down. But Ling's going to be too much, Muta's going to be too much. Those units do fall, and Saphri is looking so solid. He's now utilizing this hatchery over here, his fourth base. Ow, by the way. Ow, and now so these Lings are going to be there, so I'm going to try and continue to macro up. Yeah, that hurt my shoulder a lot, unfortunately. I hate coughing like that, because it's just like, every time you move forward, yay, shoulder pains, and the stitches inside my shoulders like to scream. So that's unfortunate, but Saphri's being awesome. Dile is being really put on the back foot. No expansions, and he needs expansions. He needs economy. Right now, he's 16 minutes into the game, and there's a fifth coming out for his Zerg opponent. This is really impressive. You see, the Muta ball is just growing and growing. Saphri's got no upgrades yet for quite yet, but look at that. The +1 is going to finish in literally 1 second. And there it is. +1 mutas are now on the field. That's a ton of damage. Helps a lot with their glaive worm or glaive hooks splash damage. I'm curious, what are they called? Glaive worms. It is glaive worms. Okay. Maybe it's the Hutchinson Warcraft that has the glaive hooks or something. I don't know. That's not exactly relevant because this is StarCraft, not Warcraft. Here we find the expansion from Dile to move out, probably going to morph into a planetary fortress as Saphri is now actually getting out. Base in the top left completed, and one in the back door expansion. Going to go ahead and complete soon. Dile still not getting out of planetary fortress. Yeah, he doesn't have the gas for it, I believe. Yep, 150 is the cost of a planetary fortress. Infestor's now out. Infestor Baneling Ling is very powerful, especially because he's got the mutas as well to harass and deal damage. I'm not quite sure where those mutas went. There they are. Down here, going to go ahead and just try and just make sure that, looks like something happened down here. Oh well. We're going to go ahead and just assume that Saphri is going to go ahead and deal damage with these mutas. I'm going to be able to ignore the missile turrets and take down all those bunched up SCVs. They're falling almost instantaneously. This is so powerful. We're seeing the Marines being forced to come back to try and defend, but that orbital command might go down, but Saphri just going gung-ho with all these mutas, just in such a good spot. He's got a huge muta, only lost one in that entire time. And there it is. A lot of aggression, a lot of huge attack is happening now. We're seeing banelings, lings, infestors, mutas attacking everything. This planetary fortress is going to be falling very quickly. There aren't that many oh my god, it's just gone. Not that many CVs to really repair it. And there's GG from Dile. I can now go ahead and recuperate from the damage I've received in this game. Thank you guys for watching. It has been fun. Dile's taking out Saphri's going to win 2-1. So we got lost in semifinals yesterday, but wins the finals today. Congratulations for winning the Secret Saturdaily and taking home $5. Thank you guys very much for watching.